Mes amis, 𝐁𝐋𝐀𝐙𝐘 TV, moi, une vérité qui prend force depuis quelque temps. Anpil ayisyen ak Amerikan a quitté pays États-Unis par pile par paquet, surtout depuis l'année 2025 là. Et dans l'année ça même, dans l'année 2026 là, mouvement vient plus fort toujours. Nous même artiste Atis Anie Alerte déclaré qu'il est paré pour retourner la caille en Haïti parce qu'il sentit là, c'est la caille qui t'a doué ensemble avec famille.
S'il est mérité pour propre, s'il est mérité pour sembler avec l'image qu'il méritait, nous ne pouvons pas avoir un bel pays. Quand moi-même, regardez, je suis tout mal avec ça, je m'a tourné. Chaque fois que je suis 4 malades, ça fait ma tourne avec eux. Mais quand nous amener l'école, puis nous fatal, pas besoin de ça. Je pense que les arrivés, côté que tout petit, nous avons toute classe, puis continue que ça Haïti, les pratiques là pour rien. Et de rentrer Haïti net. Ça c'est un message qu'a pour exactement. C'est un message qu'a dit que nous avons continué la caille nous-mêmes. Nous-mêmes, nous travaillons ici, nous qui est responsable et commune. Il faut que nous fassions ce travail pas. Le peuple là, tout nous-mêmes, la population, il faut nous garder des communes propres.
Raison qui fait un pile haïtien décider de retourner la caillou 𝐁𝐋𝐀𝐙𝐘 TV, c'est parce que yo senti racine après les yo croit que y a besoin plus la paix l'esprit la caillou côté y a chercher manger naturel, manger organique, yo vle quitter stress la vie l'autre pays yo paix pour vieux maladie pas envahir quoi yo en pile monde dit clairement c'est la caillou yo senti yo pi à l'aise quitte c'est latino quitte c'est haïtien quitte c'est l'autre nation même américain fait qu'on est qui pays a pas bon pour yo bon côté américain même c'est même tendance là yo fait qu'on est qui y a quitté États-Unis pour yo aller vivre en Europe ou soit Panama non pays qui plus bon pour yo quand yo fait qu'on est qui pression la vie a trop pour yo travail l'argent stress yo pas faire confiance dans qualité manger yo vinn manger encore yo fait qu'on est qui manger États-Unis yo pas organique côté yo a chercher la vie plus simple plus naturelle plus en santé.
My wife and I left the United States and moved to Europe over a year ago. At the end of 2024, beginning of 2025, we kind of started the moving process. And a lot of people are pretty surprised when I tell them the real reason that we moved overseas. But to me, I think it's the most important reason possible in anybody's life. So I've always been someone who's been really big on making sure that I'm living a life I won't regret at the end of my life. Because regret is the heaviest emotion that we could possibly experience, grief included. But regret is something you can't reverse or undo. It's something that you have to deal with once you feel it. And so I've always tried to be someone who's getting ahead of that regret. And when we were living in Seattle, 2024, somewhere around the middle of 2024, I had this thought where I was like, you know, if I don't chase this dream, if we don't chase this dream together, me and my wife, before kind of starting a family and settling down, we're going to regret it later in life for sure. We're going to be on our deathbeds being like, we missed it. We missed it. We missed it. For what? Because we were scared of taking the risk of jumping into the deep end, having a bit of courage and bravery. And after we had that conversation and kind of epiphany, it all started to fall into place. We sold just about everything we owned, and we're here now in Europe. All of a sudden, we did the dang thing. And when I look back at my journey, I realized the reason I knew this change was the right thing for me was because it aligned with my path and what I knew I wanted my path to be. And if I didn't have the clarity of knowing what I wanted for myself, I wouldn't have been able to say, yes, that is the dream, that is the change that I need right now in my life. And so if you're somewhere in your life right now where you kind of feel this like desire and need to change, but you don't know where to go, I'm going to tell you right now, I have a book called Pursuit of Purpose, and this thing is stacked with exercises that I specifically use in my own life to get to the place where I had clarity of knowing what was meant for me and my exact path. And so if you want to know your exact path in life, the reason that you were put here, so you can go after a life that feels true to you, chase dreams that light up your heart, and make changes that truly mean something, this book right here is going to make that happen a lot faster and a lot easier. I put it on a flash sale just because I want to give back and help people do something similar in their life. Maybe that is you. So I'm going to go ahead and link that down below right now.
TV moi Amerikan ça fait connaître que madame ni ensemble avec te quitté États-Unis et puis yo te déménagé en Europe et ça fait plus passer une année déjà. Et dans fin année 2024 là, commencement année 2025, yo te commencé processus de déménagement. Côté un pile monde te arrivé saisi, là yo te dit vraie raison qui fait yo te décider quitter États-Unis pour y aller vivre dans l'autre pays. Mais pour yo même, yo pense que c'est une raison qui plus important pour monsieur, il pense que c'est une raison qui plus important dans la vie n'importe monde. Côté elle fait connaître que lui c'est un monde qui toujours bail toute ça gain pour l'assurer qu'il la vivion la vie qu'il pas regrette nan fin parce que d'après lui même regret c'est une émotion qui pile ou yon monde ka senti li porte en pile la peine là-dedans et monsieur fait connaître que pire là c'est parce que regret c'est un bagage ou pas ka retourner sur lui pour changer parce que l'arriver sur obligé vivre avec gens lié c'est peut-être ça lui toujours fait effort pour vivre de façon qui peut pas empêcher le gain regret pita monsieur fait connaître que là ta vivre dans États-Unis dans année 2024 dans mitania il te une réflexion il poser tête les questions fait connaître que s'il pas poursuivre rêve ça si lui même avec madame ni pas fait ça ensemble avant de commencer bâtir une famille et puis table honnête vous pas regretter ça pita dans la vie ça c'est certain. C'est ça monsieur dit et monsieur fait connaître que un jour sous cabane ni dans morgue là t'a dit lui même avec madame ni qui au fond grave erreur monsieur dit pour qui ça t'a fait grave erreur ça c'est parce que vous te peut prendre risque vous te peut entrer dans une situation difficile au lieu te gain courage et détermination et monsieur fait connaître que après conversation ça li te gain avec madame ni c'est un coup une révélation toute bagaille te commencer mettre tête en place yo te vendre presque tout ça te posséder États-Unis et puis journée jodi mais yo en Europe tout d'un coup yo te arrivé fait pas monsieur fait connaître que l'el t'a regardé derrière sous voyage il réaliser que li te connaît changement ça t'es bon pour lui parce qu'elle était en harmonie avec chemin la vie avec sale senti qui était supposé fait et bien TV moi c'est ça monsieur déclaré gen moun même qui arrivé quitter États-Unis côté ouvre les machines dans la rue sans paix sans stress et puis manger bagay qui pas chimique manger qui vraiment organique.
Hi there, my name is Rochelle Crockett.
And I'm Marlon Crockett.
And we are about 21
days from making our big move to Panama for good.
For good, sight unseen, y'all.
We're not coming back.
Not coming back, sight unseen. We are out of here. And a lot of people were concerned about us doing sight unseen, but I promise you, we are good to go. We have done our research. Yeah. And
it's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay. And if we don't like it, guess what? On to the next. But as far as the U.S. is concerned,
deuces.
We are out. So people keep asking us our why. So we thought we would come on here. I hijacked my husband today to come on here and help me out a little bit. Thank you. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Appreciate you for doing this with me.
First time on camera, by the way.
First time on camera. And he got this. He got this. I appreciate you.
For sure.
So
one of our first we have 3 reasons, but the main reason was, I think, mental health and regular physical health. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
With the mental health, you know, being that we are who we are, we encounter a lot of different stresses that other people don't. I think that the change is going to reset
some of those things, right?
Some of the things, some of the way that we think, the way that we process, you know, just being basically deprogrammed from America.
Right. Exactly. I mean, you are 100% right. I think, you know, just being able to walk down the street naturally in our own skin and feel comfortable is just peace of mind. We're out, you know, we want to go someplace that we can live comfortably and be able to walk down the street without being judged, without being feared, without being just worried about unfair treatment. So we're hoping to really experience that.
Yeah.
I think my biggest why is because of my health. My number one concern is my health, and he talked about the mental well-being, but mine is my physical well-being. I suffer from a lot of autoimmune issues, and so being able to go into a new environment that the food is not processed and is not
a lot of preservatives
in it, and
fresh fruit and vegetables laden with pesticides. So
right. So we're super excited about being able to eat a healthier lifestyle, live a healthier lifestyle, in hopes that some things have really changed for us, you know, as far as our health and just living our best lives. I think that's 1 and 2, health, health and mental well-being.
Mm-hmm. What's number 2?
I said health, and I think health. I broke them up, health and mental. So well-being. So
those kind of fall in the same category.
Okay, so what's your number 2 then?
Number 2 is economy.
Okay, so the economy.
Mm-hmm. The economy, the ability to go down to another country and live comfortably.
Yeah.
And not have that worry, of finances.
Our dollar stretches quite a much longer way there. We can live comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about the fact that you have a retirement, and Marlon is has been retired for some while, and he gets a pension, and that's what we're using to go there. His the pensionado program is
which is amazing.
It's amazing.
If you have a pension, inquire about it.
Yeah, I think there's like $1,000.
You have to make $1,000 a month,
right?
And you qualify for so much under their pensionado
program. Yeah, under their pensionado program. So look into that. Something definitely. It's just unbeatable. Panama's pensionado program is just unbeatable. Mm-hmm. And I don't have a pension. I have my 401k, and of course we don't know if Social Security is even going to be around by the time we're able to collect it, or that I'm able to collect it. So making this move will allow us to stop the rat race, and just slow it down, and still being able to eat comfortably.
Golf every day.
Or whatever it is that you are really interested in doing, and being able to afford it. Going to the grocery store and not spending $200 for 10 items. You can't make it out of the store for anything less than that, it seems like lately, or at least where we live.
Right. And just I think the freshness of the food, and especially the vegetables, things like that. So, yeah.
Do you have a third reason?
Third reason, I guess just because I can. Why not?
Why not? Okay, we'll go with that. Why not live on the beach? Why not live near the beach? Why not just be somewhere where it's just you can just live comfortably, and the good people around you? We can go in, and we're not looking to go in and be a burden to the society. We want to add to the society. We want to dive deep into the culture, learn the language, not be a burden. Why not?
Just immerse myself in the culture.
Yeah.
And assimilate. Basically.
Assimilate, absolutely. So we're hoping to be able to go there and give back, and just really become a part of the culture there. We don't plan to come back. Even though we have 3 children here, they'll come and visit us there. We're trying to provide a space for them there that they can come to and enjoy.
Yep.
So we'll go into some more details later about how we actually got to this point. We've been working at it for about how long now?
So, about a year and a half.
About a year and a half now, paring things down, getting rid of things. We'll go into details about
decluttering,
and
the thing that you think has a lot of value just might not.
It's just stuff.
It's just stuff. It's just time to cut some things loose.
We're literally leaving here 2 large suitcases each.
And our dog.
And that's it. We are out. So we look forward to giving you some more information in our next video. And stick in there with us, guys, and ask us any questions that you may have. Thank y'all.
Dame ça, li dit bonjour. Li c'est Rachel Coquette. Et puis li même ak Marie, li c'est Marion Coquette. Yo gen à peu près 21 jours avant yo fait gros déménagement yo pour Panama pour tout bon. Pour tout bon, yo pas retourner États-Unis, yo pas retourner dans pays comme ça. Dame nan dit que Anpil moun te inquiété parce que yo t'a fait ça, yo te prend décision ça sans yo pas même al wè dans qui pays yo pral vivre avant. Mais li te promet que yo paré pour yo aller. Yo fait toute recherche yo et puis yo croit que tout bagay pral en forme. Et même si yo pas ta remen li, yo ka toujours déplacer encore, mais pas pour les États-Unis. Mais pour les États-Unis, il faut connaître que bagay ça y a quitté le derrière, c'est pas côté pour mon retirer encore. Dame nan fait connaître que c'est peut-être ça en pile mon a demandé pour qui ça. Et c'est raison ça même qui pousse au venir parler sur ça jodi a. Dame nan dit li pote Maril pour l'expliquer détail tout. En passant, c'est première fois Maril sous caméra, il était d'accord faire ça, mais il apprécie ça en pile. Dame nan dit gen 3 raisons principales. Yo gen 3 raisons, mais plus gros raison c'est santé mentale. avec physique. Dame nan di pour santé mentale, yo senti comme moun, yo si bien pile stress l'autre moun bakon si bien dans pays États-Unis. Yo croit que changement ça peut de yo reprendre balance yo. Ça peut de yo changer façon yo penser, ça peut de yo changer façon yo vivre. Tant qu'on yon façon pour déprogrammer tête yo ak système américain. Dame dit juste capacité pour marcher libre dans la rue, sans à l'aise dans propre peau, sans jugement, sans paix, sans injustice, et ça c'est l'appel l'esprit. Dame dit pour lui même personnellement, puis gros raison c'est santé physique li. Dame fait connaître que li gen problème autoimmunité. Donc li besoin yon environnement côté manger à pas traiter en pile. Li dit manger à pas traiter en pile, li dit que c'est pas manger qui rend pile produit chimique. Manger organique, il veut parler de manger organique parce que les manger à traiter il va naturel, il va organique encore. Dame nan fait connaître que il veut manger à pas traiter en pile, pas gen pile préservatif, gen plus fruits ak légumes. Il fait connaître que yo vraiment excité pour y aller vivre une vie qui pi en santé. Et deuxième raison, c'est économie. Yo veut vivre à l'aise sans trop pression financière. Dans Panama, d'où là yo aller plus loin. Malone prend retraite li en parlant de Maril. Li gen yon pension et gen yon programme pension dans Panama qui vraiment bon. Dame nan fait connaître que même si ou fait à peu près $1000 par mois ou ka qualifié pour un pile avantage. Et ça permet li même ak Maril suspend kousrat là, vin vivre pi calme, toujours manger à l'aise, faire bagay yo remet tant ko jouer golf chaque jour, sorti prendre petit plaisir parce que kounya aller dans market ka coûter seulement $200 pour quelques articles seulement. Et troisième raison, dame dit troisième raison vraiment simple. Pour qui ça pas vivre bon mais pour qui ça pas vivre la vie calme ak bon moun bon côté. On fait connait que yo pas vle aller yon côté pour yo vinn yon chay. Yo vle entrer dans kilti apprendre langue là, adopter yo, assimiler, contribuer dans société. Yo vle vraiment vinn yon parti là-dedans. Et d'après couple là, yo pas gen plan pour retourner États-Unis encore même si yo gen 3 petites États-Unis, y a vinn visiter yo, petit yo vinn visiter au Panama. Côté dame nan fait connait que yo pral faire un espace pour yo vinn passer bon moment. Yo a travaillé sous plan ça depuis environ 1 an et demi et yo mette tout bagay ensemble, vendre bagay yo te gen, débarrasser yo de en pile bagay. Dame nan fait connait que parce que yo vinn réaliser que ça ou pense que grand pile valet parfois c'est pas rien. Dame nan dit finalement yo pral quitter ak de gros valises yo et puis ensemble ak chien yo. En tous les cas Tim Blazy TV moi yo. Bon Tim Blazy TV moi yo finalement couple la te poste vidéo côté yo Panama, il a bien vécu. Y a peine jour yo fait connait que yo pas jamais mettre pied yo comme ça dans pays États-Unis. Yo pas fait bac. Et ça qui passe la Tim Blazy TV moi, c'est pas un bagage qui vraiment simple. Gen moun qui retourner la caillou, gen l'autre qui quitter système dans net pour chercher l'autre la vie. Mais message avec la Tim Blazy TV moi, moun yo a chercher la paix, moun yo a chercher la vie qui gain sens. Moun yo a chercher manger pi bon manger. Et si nous regarder bien, question vient tourner, est-ce qu'on côtoie Kabo la vie ou mérite ou soit ou même tout ou senti un appel pour changer direction. Nous même n'ava dit non commenter TV dans tous les cas Tim Blazy TV m'a quitté nous avec vidéo ça. Dans tous les cas Tim Blazy TV tête chargé bagay yo pile sous pile problème continue à monter à sens. C'était important pour me venir partager vidéo ça ensemble avec nous. N'a continuer mais c'est toute belle Tim Blazy TV qui toujours là pour supporter travail ça, qui toujours là pour bailler love yo, qui toujours là pour partager vidéo à chaque fois moi pour c'est Tim Blazy TV big up pour nous mais nous en pile et nous même tout qui pas la peine tomber sur plateforme ça qui c'est Blazy TV. N'a pas invité une jeune belle team ça qui c'est belle team Blazy TV parce que nous parler de tout ça qui fait actualité. Abonnez à page, follow page pour nous toujours au courant de tout ça qui passe. Team Blazy TV moi bisous.
High vibrations, loves. Today makes 1 year since me and my 3 children left the U.S. and moved abroad. I did not have any idea what I was walking into when I chose this journey. People aromatize living and moving abroad, but what they don't tell you is that in the very, very beginning, it breaks you. There was moments that I felt alone, moments that I second guessed myself on my decision, I would say. And there were other moments where I wanted to go back to the familiar. I wanted to go back to what I've known for so long. I wanted to go back. And I do this thing where, as a psychologist, I think that it's very, very important to be intentional about your emotions. And when you feel things, you have to learn how to sit with it. So that's what I did. I sat with my emotions every time I would get emotional and have those feelings. I would sit in them. And personally, I am a person whose emotions is very intense. Even since I was a little girl, my emotions, they overtake me. I feel things so deeply in my core that it literally can make or break me. Like if I let it, it can consume me and destroy me in the worst way. And while allowing myself to sit in those emotions, I realized something. It was never about missing home. I don't think it's ever about that, although we think that. It was about shedding the old version of me and fully embodying everything that I always wanted to be. Like literally, I manifested, I scripted, I journaled, I even write things into fruition. Like I write my future as though it's already happening. And then I record myself and then I play the audio over and over, especially, like when I wake up and before I go to bed, because that's when the subconscious mind is really deprogramming and reprogramming. Those are the most sensitive moments when the mind is taking in information, right? So I even did that. Like I told myself who I knew I wanted to be, right? I was grieving the version of me that felt really content and comfortable, but that was fucking stagnant. And that wasn't growing. Like I was not growing where I was. I was not growing back home. I had literally hit a plateau. I had been a business owner. I've been a homeowner. I've done all of the things. I was what they considered successful for a standard middle-class American. I was also grieving the version of me that felt safe, but I wasn't free. I've always wanted to be free and know what it really felt like to be free and safe in my body within one all at the same time. Moving abroad will force you to see yourself, your mindset, your habits, and your fears. And if you don't change, if you don't allow yourself to be open to growing, it will destroy you. But the thing is, when you're on this journey, you can't resist it. You do change. It rebuilds you into someone that you've never been before. And this is why I always say, like, you go through this period of time where you start feeling foreign to yourself. Okay? And for me, my move wasn't random. I knew that there was a different type of life that I wanted to live. I had got tired of the life that I was living in America. Like I said, I was stagnant. I wasn't growing anymore. I had reached my highest capacity with growth and I was stuck. So I knew that I needed something different. And I've always been into my astrocartography and studying it and learning it and teaching it and doing readings. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go on a journey of astrocartography and live on these different lines. And I'm going to plan accordingly on the expectations that I have, what I want to build. And I'm going to use my astrocartography to help me navigate this journey abroad. After one whole year, 365 days of no longer living in an environment that was corrupt to me, my mental health, my physical body, so many things changed. I didn't worry about money. No health issues. My son was severely asthmatic before we left America. He hasn't had any issues with his asthma since we've been here. I was able to be in a state of flow. I was able to relax. I was able to really see myself for who I am. I could never really see myself back in America because I was always used to surviving and trying to make shit count as a mother. Y'all never hear me call myself a single mother because I don't like to speak things over me because I believe that words are spells. So I would never say single mother. But as a mother of 3, I was going through the motions. Okay, to survive, to make sure I made ends meet for my children. Now, thank God my children never really struggled. They never saw the struggle. But I could not put them in sports. I could not do different type of family outings as much as I wanted to because everything is so extremely expensive. And I could not live that soft life as a mother, as a woman, right? Everything is always hard, especially as melanated women. I feel like we became so accustomed to thinking that it's okay for everything to be hard. Baby, that is not your reality. That is a reality that we were taught, that we have to have everything the hard way just to feel a sense of peace. You got to bust your ass, or you got to take an L, or you just got to go through all this harshness in order to really tap into your softness. That's not true. And I had to step away. So being away for a whole year, my mental health has been absolutely amazing. Okay. Now, my mental health wasn't bad before I left. I can't say that it was bad, but like I said, when you reach a level of stagnation, it takes a toll on your mental health. It does. Okay. Sometimes it does make people go into depression. I'm not going to say I was depressed, but I was just kind of at a point where I was over it. So I decided to do something different that's never been done in my family, that's never been seen by anybody that, you know, raised me. My parents, they have never lived abroad. Okay. I had never seen anybody do this before me that was family. Right. And I decided to be the eyeball out in the family and do some different shit. And within this 1 year, one of the biggest things that I want to leave with you guys to say that I learned to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Okay. The journey of being a foreigner, I always get my words mixed up. A foreigner, an expat, an immigrant, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You have to get to a point in life where you get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because it's like you start to feel foreign to everywhere you go because you feel like nowhere fully has everything you need to want to live there. So you have to pick places that brings out the best in you. Pick places that really makes you feel happy and content in your skin. And that's what I'm doing. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. And as a mother, I want to inspire melanated women all over the world that we can do hard things. You don't need a team or an army, baby. If you know about God, if you got a relationship with the Most High, you are going to be okay. You are going to be just fine. I am so grateful that God has placed me in this space to be able to do what I'm doing and also inspire other women to do it. Even if you don't have children, baby, you still deserve it too. We all deserve to experience some kind of peace in our life, but you have to make a decision. And when you make that decision, everything else will fall in place beautifully. Shout out to me for celebrating 1 year of living abroad. I'm just excited, y'all. This is so amazing because we just getting started, right? My visa is going to be up in July, and then I'm going home for a couple of months to visit family, and then I'm headed to my second country. So make sure you stay, connected. Make sure you stay connected. I am not disclosing my second country until I get there because that's my motherfucking business. I ain't got to tell nobody my business. And I'm an open, private person. I share what I want to share, but I'm very, very private and protective of me and everything that I'm building because, everything is spiritual and I don't play about spirituality. I know how shit can get out here. So I hope that you're inspired. I hope that this video is going to encourage you to get that passport, book that flight, figure out where you want to go, and start creating a life of freedom and of your dreams. I love y'all. Thank you so much to everyone that supports me as an individual. And thank you to everyone that supports my brand, Moving Abroad 222. We are going on a tour next year, baby. We outside, boots on the ground. We are growing. Everything is just expanding. And I'm just so grateful. I'm really happy right now in my life. Thank you for watching. Peace.